When I was born, I wasn't given a name, I was given a label. My designation is A1, clone assassin, created to kill by an organisation called Cyanide. I was forced to fight my own brothers in a brutal test, but I let Isu go. He was too scared to hurt anyone. Years later I met my template, Lee Anthony. He told me the story of Cyanide's origins, how its co-founders Jeffrey Horris and Jamie Talon were consumed by corruption, leading to the creation of the unaging Cyanide clones. In the end, Lee left Cyanide and sacrificed himself so I could leave too. After escaping, I met my wife Emily. We had a young boy, little Will. I started a family, got a job, had a friend I talked to over the phone. It was perfect. And then Cyanide came back. Emily was killed and Will was taken. I can't remember much about that day. It all seems like a blur looking back at it now. I found A2 again. With his help I destroyed my old employers. I'd hoped I'd find Will, but A2 had him all along. An act to motivate me to destroy Cyanide. I forgave him though. I raised Will on my own. Lee told me he grew up to look like Jeffrey Horris. Something about the clone reproductive system I don't know. But he was my son. I loved him. He was taken from me. I thought Jamie Talon was dead, but it turned out that he teamed up with another Cyanide clone, A3. He was the one who did it. I killed him right on the spot, but he escaped death, resurrected himself through an AI system called Genesis. We weren't quick enough to stop it. But now, I've found him again.
You shot good, A1, you shot good. It's really the end, isn't it? It's alright, A1. I know why you did it. And soon, you'll know too.
Don't even think about it. I still need your help. One last mission. It's over now, A2.
We need a heavy machine gun lined up at the edge of Point Redford right now.
Copy that. Sir, get down.
A1, get down! So, one last mission. My army now controls the entire town from this camp. It's been hard work, but we're the strongest militia in the country.
Left. Right. Sheath.
And these are my knights. Basically special forces, but knight is a much more regal title, you know. And meet the man behind it. A1, I introduce you to Sir Killian.
A1, I must admit I've studied you thoroughly. Based my men's training on countering an opponent such as yourself.
Anyway, keep up the good work.
Okay. Draw.
5 months, and look what I've accomplished. Would you like a drink? It's cool, isn't it, my little empire? Out of all the militias that have risen up, we hold the largest territory. Which leads me to phase 2, the final freedom. I don't really know why I chose the name, it just sounds really cool.
A2. When are you going to realise that I don't care?
Yeah, I kind of guessed that a while back. Where have you been then? Did you kill him?
What do you want?
Those soldiers that attacked us, they're called Dynamo. They've been causing hell for my men over the past 2 weeks.
I thought you said you controlled this territory.
I do. They just sneak in, attack an outpost and leave. I didn't know where they were based until now.
I know where this is going.
Have you heard of Dynamo, A1?
No, I haven't, and I don't care.
There's some photographs. They're fugitives who were turned into elite soldiers by the government, physically and psychologically tortured into submittance. They worship the government. I literally mean that. They built a religion around it. They have a leader. Goes by the name of Buffalo. He's the crux of the entire group. I want you to kill him for me. Once you do that, Dynamo will break apart.
No.
My plan for the final freedom is so close to conclusion, I need them out of the way.
No.
Well, maybe you might start showing some interest when I tell you that I have Jamie Talon. If you don't do this for me, I'll release him. You'd release Jamie Talon after all you've accomplished, the amount of havoc that man will cause. You wouldn't do it. You ought to stop trying to guess me, A1, and you ought to stop trying to control me. I'll have one of my scouts give you a location. One last mission. I promise. Do you know when you let my wife die, and you stole my son, and I gave you that second chance? I'm starting to regret that.
I just got this. The new MXR dispatcher.
I'll take it.
I thought you'd hung up your holster.
I thought that too.
Is that everything?
No.
It's Gelgax. It purifies the bloodstream completely. Any poison at all, it gets rid of it. Incredibly strong stuff, expensive too.
Why would A3 inject me with antitoxin?
That's a very interesting question.
I've got to go.
But like, we were going to kill this one with the others, but he said he'd spy on A2 for us if we spared his life. Both of you. Leave us.
You attacked my men.
I was just following orders. I'm sorry.
No need to apologise. Sign of a good soldier.
I am. I never cared for that revolution anyway.
You'd betray your army?
Yes.
200 sons, fathers and grandfathers. You're willing to betray them all to save yourself. I don't hate my enemies. I hate people like you that hide behind banners they don't even believe in. Your soul is not worth going to war for. It's the soul of a revolution. That's what sticks. You want to spy for me?
Yes.
You see these sums? I've been looking forward to talking to you, A1.
Buffalo. 7 dead in the brush.
Why are you killing my men, A1? Being silent doesn't intimidate me or impress me, A1. It just makes me angry. And you know what I'm like when I'm angry.
The fact that you worship and kill for a corrupt government gives me a good enough reason to attack you.
That's religious persecution.
This isn't a religion.
I'll confess to you. The government is a flawed system. It serves itself instead of the people. And it's plagued by corruption. You said it yourself.
Why do you worship it then?
We are foreigners of a new society. We worship a manifesto, not a government.
You're worshipping a man-made construction.
Those men you recently killed, they didn't attack you. But you murdered them without hesitation.
It was quick, painless.
They're dead though, aren't they? Lives removed from existence, and yet you don't show any remorse.
What are you trying to say?
I've heard the stories about you. You broke away from your conditioning. That's undeniable. But yet, you still have the mindset of an assassin. Dynamo is similar to you. In a way, we denounce the government, but yet its core ideals still resonate with us.
Look, A2 promised me something if I killed you. Maybe he's open to discussion. If you work with him, you'd be stronger.
A2 is unpredictable and untrustworthy. He should be leading a band of toddlers, not an army.
I can't argue with that.
Look at us. Talking. This is what war should be about.
So, if you've broken away from your government, what's your mission? Take over the country piece by piece?
We're looking for Lee Anthony.
He's dead.
Apparently so. I was his friend once. A while back.
Well, I'm sorry. He's dead.
We pulled these documents from the explosion at one of A2's storage facilities. He thought everything had been destroyed. It's a letter. It describes a gas called Tepid 5. As you can see, it's been signed by Lee Anthony.
Look, Lee Anthony's dead. He killed himself right in front of my face.
Maybe you might see things differently. The antitoxin should start working soon.
Are you in on this?
The remnants of cyanide have pledged their allegiance to us. Anyway, I hope to see you again. I'm sorry.
The bed was empty, A1.
Emily? Emily, you left the door open. No, Emily. Can't be.
A1, wake up. Quite the spot. See any fairies?
Why am I here?
You tell me.
Buffalo. He's after Lee Anthony.
Lee Anthony's dead.
I told you to kill Buffalo and you didn't, did you? And now I've had to resort to this.
I was going to wipe his memory, send him off to another country, but Buffalo knows that he's alive and I can't have that. A1, what are you doing? I need him alive. You're making a big mistake.
This is A2 to all nearby troops. Dynamo are in the woods and A1's gone rogue. He has Jamie Talon. Shoot to kill.
This job can get so confusing. What's that? Hey, you!
killed A3, so you better start explaining to me what's going on or I'll kill you as well.
Did he dart you?
Yes, he did, so start talking.
A1, what was your son's name?
Give me a minute. Let me talk to you.
Look, A1, just give me your phone. After you destroyed Genesis, we got a bit suspicious of your son. The information we received about him previously came from one of A2's contacts. Word of mouth is not reliable.
What is this?
This is from a showreel Grant Fisher used to promote himself. He was an actor. That was his real name. He had a family, do you know that? He was never with an adoption agency.
I raised that child for 18 years. 18 years! And you killed him. I thought you might have had a bit of respect, but you're using him to get to me, and that's not going to work.
18 years? What are you talking about? You served cyanide for 2 years and escaped 3 years ago. 18 years and you'd be in your 30s.
Cyanide clones don't age.
Of course they age. I tried to crack immortality, but it was impossible.
Right. Explain this to me then. Jeffrey Horris donated his reproductive system to the clone project, and my son looked exactly like him.
Who told you that?
Lee Anthony.
He lied.
Lee killed himself for me, and I'm supposed to believe you. You!
Yes! Because you know something isn't right. That's why you haven't killed me yet.
Every man we've had positioned in that forest has been slaughtered, sir. That concealable communicator, we found it in Jamie Talon's cell. He was using it to communicate with someone.
A3. Thanks for this.
Okay, sir.
A2?
Ah, Canary. Yeah, it's a bad time, but it's good to see you anyway. How's Blue Tit doing?
She's out of control, sir. Nothing I can do.
Sounds like why are you here then?
It's about A1.
You have some juicy gossip for us?
He's been injected with a dart coated in Gelgax. I thought I'd let you know in case it was important. It's an antitoxin.
Yeah. It is.
Is this your house?
Lee Anthony gave it to me.
Look what I found, A1. Have you noticed this before?
Yeah, I always thought it was part of the air conditioning.
Have you ever seen air conditioning that looks like this?
What is it then? Some sort of gas cylinder?
Yeah, it's got a built-in timer. Tap F5. It all centers on you, doesn't it? You're the crux of Lee Anthony's grand plan.
What plan?
I don't know, but he's been preparing you for a long time, poisoning you very slowly. The antitoxin should unravel everything.
You're erasing my entire life. Everything I've ever cared about, you're wiping it away.
Your family isn't real. It's all made up. It's a sham. The whole thing. Do you know what I have left now? Nothing. I've got nothing. The worst part is, I need your help. Talk to A2 and find out where Lee Anthony is, would you? We all need answers.
When me and your mum had you, well, I look like a right whoosh, you know. I was so happy. She was just lying there, shaking her head. A1, clone assassin, crying his eyes out in the middle of the maternity ward, but I didn't care.
And you still think that's real?
No, not anymore.
Well, this time you called me. It's not very often that happens.
I didn't bring anyone.
Is he alive? They want you to do this.
Do what?
Poke the hornet's nest. It's part of their plan.
Is he alive?
Look, he's made me do things to you, alright? Things that I'm not proud of. How did he survive? I don't know, but he made up your family. Staged a kidnapping and a murder. So I could destroy cyanide? Yeah, basically. What about those men who came into my house, killed Emily? They had guns. They were actors, A1.
Just like Grant Fisher, the guns they were using, they were filled with blanks. And you helped him. I didn't have a choice. Well, you have a choice now. Tell me where he is. He's in Bircher Fields. He won't see you coming, I swear. He better not.
A1 is moving again.
Good. It's time to make a move.
I get to pull the trigger, right?
I'd advise you remember the mission. You work for us now.
Don't patronize me, Gregory. I deserve...
My name is Buffalo!
You made it live!
You're a smart man, Jamie. Don't make me reconsider. Men! Prepare yourselves!
Sir, Dynamo following him. It's going exactly as you planned.
I don't like this.
What's your name?
A2. It's A2. You're a clone.
No, I'm not. My name's Lee Anthony.
The traitor.
Yeah. So that makes us friends, doesn't it?
Those clothes fit you alright?
I shouldn't be alive. Don't say that.
I couldn't kill anyone.
That life you were forced into, A2, that's not how it works. That's not living. Why me? What? Why are you doing this for me? Well, out of guilt. I thought if I could just save or convince one of you. It's alright. Anyway, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna cook something. Come on.
No!
When I worked for the government, I heard whispers about a gas. Hand it over.
I've given Cyanide a location. They'll be sending an assassin to kill me soon enough. They're giving me a weapon, and they don't even know it. But I have to become someone else. And I need your help. The person you met, that's not going to be me anymore. So, just wanted to say goodbye.
A1, do you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
Good. You know the mission?
Infiltrate the house, eliminate target Lee Anthony. Template for the cyanide clone project. Do you really serve cyanide? I think you're better than that. Read this. It'll only take you 2 minutes. I insist. If you want to escape cyanide alive, you have to make it look like you've killed me. I can't. You can? No, I can't, Lee. That's what I like to hear.
Where's Jeffrey, sir?
Just get on with the burial.
Okay. So, 10 assault rifles and...
Complete cooperation.
Wow, you're starting an army or something?
Something like that.
Alright then. What do you call yourself? What's your name?
A2.
Get back! A1! Pull yourself together, man.
Lee Anthony. A2 is Lee Anthony.
You know what my brothers had to go through! The terror they experienced! The screams they had to scream before they became men! I look at you and I see murderers following a flawed order! Prove me wrong!
So, everything's ready. The launch will take 3 hours, that's our estimate.
Final freedom has now begun.
I've gotten word that we've wiped out a large number of Dynamo soldiers, but we have casualties of our own. One of my knights is missing. Buffalo isn't there, Jamie isn't either, and A1...
I know. Hello, I was just ringing to ask if I could come over.
I'm sorry, not today, I'm afraid.
That's a shame.
I have an angry warlord and a vengeful scientist who are really excited about coming.
You know who I am?
Yeah?
I'm sorry about what happened. I resisted killing you for a while because you surprised me. Remember when you came into my back garden, thinking you still had a baby boy in your arms? That emotion made you my most powerful weapon.
I am not a weapon.
You're a different kind of weapon. I'll give you that. I spent a long time preparing you, talking to you through your mobile phone. I created a life for you. And I didn't have the guts to end it.
You were my friend, the man on the phone.
Yeah, the family's fine. The baby's good, sleeps like a stone. And the wife's alright as well, she's just recovering from the pregnancy. It took me a while to realise that you fight with a cold, emotionless hand. It's how you win.
What would the real A2 think of that philosophy?
You better stop talking like you're
Some sort of hero because you're not A1.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
But you made me care about something and then you took that away from me.
I know.
Hiring Grant Fisher, making me believe Jeffrey Horace looked like him. What was that about?
I was testing how powerful the gas was. I've said I'm sorry. That's all I can do. You're not sorry.
Because you're about to do it again. The final freedom, it's Tab 5, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'd love to sit around and chat about how I'm going to release it, but I can't. Not to you. Well, that's alright.
We have one of your knights tied to a chair.
I think he's going to tell us everything we need to know. He's been trained not to talk. Well, let's put that to the test.
Buffalo's getting his tools out.
It's too late. I've won. Okay, try and stop me. I've watched you your whole life.
See how far you get.
Okay.
Now listen to me. I've just discovered that I've been manipulated for the past 3 years. You tell us how Tebet 5 is going to be released and we'll let you live.
Don't lie to him, Jamie. He's going to die. But it's the manner of his demise he'll get to select.
I've talked to him.
What did he say to you?
Just confirm what we already knew. He believes what he's doing is right.
Well, he sticks to his beliefs. I'll give him that. I used to respect him. He was a good man.
He was a traitor.
He was your friend, Jamie.
Yeah, he was. Once.
This war has changed all of us. We've lost things. We've gained nothing, but we're different men. And now it's the final lap, so we best get on.
For once, I agree with you.
That's made my day, Jamie.
Right, Buffalo, you're gonna get on with this?
Leave me alone for a couple of minutes.
You told me these men were expertly trained.
They are. He won't say a word.
I want every knight positioned at point X. Nobody is getting to that transmitter.
I'll make sure of it.
You better. Go.
Back at the government facility, I was tortured every day until I didn't feel pain anymore. You see, sloppy torture is slow. They like to build it up, bring in all sorts of complicated methods. I just like to start with the worst part. You're going to watch me do this, and if you look away...
Ah, you stabbed me in the bloody knee!
Are you ready?
Ah!
Keep your eyes on it.
Okay, I'll talk.
Go on then.
What do you want? Ah!
You know exactly what I want.
Ah! There are missiles in his camp filled with Tebet 5. He'll fire them.
At what?
Key areas of the UK. There's a transmitter as well. He'll use it to phone everyone in the country, manipulate the population.
The same way he controlled me.
Where is it?
Point X. Blue Valley.
I'm going to have one of my men watch you. If it turns out you're lying, he'll carry on where I left off.
Okay.
You hear that?
Yeah. And by the way everything is going, we don't have much time.
You with us?
Just for this.
Jamie, I'll send you to the transmitter. You need to hack into it. A1, go with him.
Okie doke.
I'll take my remaining troops to Lee Anthony's camp. I'll take care of the missiles.
Alright, bring Lee Anthony back alive. I want to kill him.
No, he dies in his camp. It's more efficient.
But you told
No,
me...
this is a war, not a playground. Now go on.
What do you plan to do once you get Tepid 5?
We'll instill Dynamo's doctrine to the population. And with Jamie at our side, we'll lead this country into a golden age.
Oh, no. Don't tell me I have to stop you as well.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fun.
I like the way you threaten me. It's very civil.
Look, mate, we have guys positioned everywhere. We'll see them coming a mile away.
Hayes, would you mind checking up on the defensive squads? We're getting nothing.
Yep.
What do you plan to do after this?
What's my lifespan?
Oh, I can tell you that.
You don't know much about cloning, do you?
I dabbled in something I don't really understand. I'm starting to regret that now.
How the hell did they get in here?
Get down!
Look out!
Go!
Killed all of my men.
If I'm being honest, Killian, your nights were atrocious.
I was scared. So scared. Where were you?
I'm sorry. If I looked out for you, maybe things could have been different.
You piteously answer me. But you know what? I would happily experience the pain inflicted on me 10 times over. Because Dynamo shows no fear and does what needs to be done.
You had the chance to change the world, but all of this, everything that's happened here today, it'll all be forgotten. I'll be forgotten. And you know what? That's alright with me.
That was the beginning. Now it's the end, I'm winning. Cause I never wanted, I never wanted this mess in the first place. Cause I never wanted, I never wanted this mess in the first place. That was the beginning. Now it's the end, I'm winning. This stupid competition. But what was my position? I never wanted, I never wanted this man in the first place. I never wanted, I never wanted this man.